The language is a challenge to me. This is some of the things that we are doing, and I have to know all these muscles by heart. Getting into those lectures, you find it difficult sometimes to grasp the important concepts that are learned. So it has been a challenge to me.
Especially because most of the other internationals, English wasn't their first language. So being assimilated here into the American culture, it was sort of like, I was sort of in the middle. There was, you know, the locals, and then there was me, and then there was those that didn't have English as a first language. So I sort of like, I tried to help as much as I could. Those that were still like just getting the English a bit better, I tried to help them out.
And it's actually, it's a bit rude of us, but it's the funniest thing, sitting at dinner and hearing one exchange student who speaks maybe like Chinese or like Spanish, Korean, trying to communicate to like someone who speaks like French or something, another language, and they're both trying to speak English, like that's their second language. Yeah, and like I understand what they're trying to get across, but then the other person, after they've tried so hard to get this message out there, they just say, "Sorry, what?" And the person's got to start again.
I think the prime example would be Yutong's lazy English, what I like to refer to as the. You know, I think it's brilliant. I think she skips a lot of words intentionally in order to make it easier. So instead of saying I need to go to the bathroom, it's just I go bathroom. And that's it. You know what's going on. You know what she needs to do. It's just done. Brilliant. I think it's fantastic.
I figured that Americans like to talk, like small talks. Yeah, but in Korea, we don't really do small talks when we meet strangers. So like whenever my friend, not my friend, like strangers, but they kind of knew me because they saw me in class or something. So they kind of try to talk to me in like and do those small talks, but I kind of figure out myself awkward in that moment because I don't know what to say in those small talks.
I would say I definitely socialize more with the international club or group. We're clamped so closely together. We live together, we move together, we eat together. Well, we don't quite sleep together, but
we found a barrier between the American students and ourselves. Like they kind of stuck to themselves, the American students. So it was kind of hard to make American friends. But we made good friends with the peer mentors and their friends, and then also amongst ourselves, like the international group, because we all the same kind of people. I mean, to go on an exchange, you have to be an outgoing sort of person.
When I first see them, they're always together and they're always in a big group, so it's kind of overwhelming to see so many foreigners in one area. It would be harder to go up to a large group and introduce yourself when there's so many different names and so many different people from different areas. It's kind of a bunch of information to process at one time.
what I've said earlier is that the people I hang out with have the fact in common that we like, and of course it seems like in the international group people from geographical areas seems to hang out more. Not all of them, but a lot of people that come from similar areas. Like the group from Europe, those people hang out a lot, and the people from Asia, and now there's different parts of Asia, but the closer you are, the closer you seem to be here as well.
I mean, aside from the internationals, we've all become really close. A lot of different groups have sort of forged among each other. I mean, aside from them, there's quite a few internationals who I've become really, really good friends with. It's going to be sad when we eventually do have to leave.
Something that stood out for me is the American hospitality. With Thanksgiving coming, I've had like 2 or 3 invites, and I think just about everyone's had an invite to someone's house. And I mean, just even the university, they've really gone the extra mile and like done so much for us. So I think we can all agree upon that and like say like thank you, like they've been amazing to us. I mean,
I learned much more about America, like the American culture, because we have a lot of stereotypes in France. Well, we have stereotypes about everything in France, and usually they are not mean, but not really good stereotypes. So I got to see the truth.
I feel like you need an experience to be really open-minded. So if you think you are open-minded, doesn't mean that you are. You just need to forget that you're from Italy, because otherwise you will in a bubble, in an Italian bubble. So I just decided to break the bubble. It's much better like that. It's the only way to enjoy this experience, I think.
I think it opens you up for new experiences. Obviously, if I'd only ever stayed in Germany, I would also be quite close-minded.
Thing going on campus, they call intramural sports. I decided to organise a bunch of internationals get together. Maybe only three of us probably really played soccer a fair amount, and then the other few would just sort of kick the ball around occasionally. With a team that was combined of Australia, Botswana, France, Spain, Sweden, and South Africa as well, all over the world. We ended up beating them, which was amazing. Would have never seen that coming. We actually dominated them 7-2, which was impressive, and I guess I hope everyone sort of had fun and enjoyed doing it and remembers it. That was the goal.
Hello, this is Yutong. Thank you for being here and watching my video. I'm really grateful to everyone who contributed, and to myself, of course, for putting them all together. As you can tell, there are many differences between the international students and the Americans. However, we have all really enjoyed our time here. As a spectator, it has been interesting to watch our group develop from total strangers to close friends. Although it is idealistic, I hope that we can keep in touch and remain friends, for a little while at least. It has been great knowing you all. Farewell, fellows.